One of the great things about walking through your local farmer's market is coming across the seasonal produce and the fresh produce. And something that caught my eye outside were these figs, and I couldn't help but just create something out of them. Now, everyone's made a frangipane tart, but I'm going to show you one that's so simple, so fail-proof, you're going to use this recipe every time it comes to create a delicious frangipane. It's really simple, equal parts unsalted softened butter at room temperature into a stand mixer. You can do this by hand, but you need about an extra 15 minutes up your sleeve. 125 grams of powdered sugar or icing sugar, and we just turn the whisk on and cream it for about 5 minutes until it's pale and creamy. Now that the butter and sugar have completely creamed, it's just time to add 2 eggs into it. Start my motor off at a medium speed and just crack one at a time until it's fully emulsified. Or, in other words, just incorporated. My eggs are fully incorporated now, and it's quite simple. 125 grams of almond meal, 25 grams of plain flour, and just gently mix this till it's fully combined. Now, you don't want to overwork that because I have added flour to the mix. It holds it together a bit more, but you also can overwork it and activate the gluten. So as you can see, there's just a little bit of flour around the edges. I just use a spatula to bring that into the mix. And that's it. That is my really simple frangipane. A freeform tart is such an easy thing to do in your home. You don't need any pastry tins. You don't need fluted pie dishes. You can just put it on a baking sheet, lined of course. You don't want the issue of it sticking to the pan. And I love using pre-bought pastry. To make a butter puff, it takes so much time. I've done it and you can do it, but it takes equipment, in and out of the freezer, in and out of the fridge. It's just not worth your time. Now, all I'm doing is just spreading this like so. Now I've put about half a cup of frangipane on each one of these pastry halves. Leave a little edge around as much as you can because you want that pastry to puff up around the edges. And that's of course that nice crunchy bit everyone loves about puff pastry. Now these figs. That is what excites any home cook. Going out into the market, walking outside, coming across whether it's figs, carrots, onions, fennel, all of these beautiful ingredients at your fingertips, direct from the farm. That's exciting. I know you're sitting at home and thinking, oh, Lynton, that's just a fig, but come on. Look at those. They are things of beauty. And just place these around, different patterns, cut side up when you get to the ends, and use the whole fig. You could also use peaches, you'd use oranges, you'd use pears. So I'm going to make up another 2 of these and get them into a 170-degree oven for about 25 or 30 minutes, or until the edges are golden brown and the figs are nice and caramelly and the frangipane's cooked off. "25 minutes later, and look what we all have here. Fig frangipane tart. So simple, but everything's worth it. Everything just adds up here. Golden puff pastry, easy frangipane, and seasonal fresh figs from the market. And just to go with it, to give it that extra little bit of decadence and to finish it all off, I have some bullet dollop cream, perfect for serving with desserts, no whipping, and some cinnamon sugar. So I'm just gonna dust them with this cinnamon sugar. Now cinnamon sugar, just equal parts cinnamon powder and icing sugar or very fine caster sugar. And you can just use a little sieve just to get that over the top. If you wanted, you could drizzle some honey over this, vanilla, orange zest, you know, they're all flavors. Peas in a pod, but I've kept it really simple so you can write this down or get on the My Market Kitchen website and have a look how easy this is to create at home. Now, do make lots of these because everyone's going to love these and want to eat a little bit more than they should. That's the thing about great desserts. You know, they're delicious, they're simple. You're letting the oven and the seasonal produce do the work. So you can make the frangipane ahead of time, even weeks. Put it in the freezer and serve it when you need. Couple for me. Look at that. If you could smell all these flavours come together in here, your mouth would be watering. What am I going to eat this with? My hands. Cheers guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a really simple, tasty fig frangipane tart.